Medfit Rehab founder Joanne James is a medical exercise specialist. Medfit Rehab, restoring strength and movement, making a difference in people's lives. 647-259-5481. MedfitRehab.com. If you've been diagnosed with a chronic ailment, diabetes, osteoporosis, cardiovascular cancer, Joanne James, medical exercise specialist for over 25 years, is your answer. Joanne and her hands-on team of professionals will design a customized medically based exercise program for you. Medfit Rehab provides the best in post-rehab functional conditioning programs. Medfit Rehab, 647-259-5841, medfitrehab.com. Hi, Joanne. How are you this morning?
I'm great, Zelda. How are you?
I'm fine. We get a little rain, but then we get a little sunshine.
It's all good.
So it balances ourselves out.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, how is there any way, and you say there are 2 proven keys to helping prevent Alzheimer's disease. Now, that is something we really want to hear.
I know a lot of people, Alzheimer's is one of, it's most people's great fear because it's a progressive neurological disease that over time results in the brain's inability to function normally and correctly. It causes lapses in memory, distorts the communication, it impacts on judgment and overall functioning. And later on in the stages, it actually causes a change in the personality of the person. So it's a really, really sad disease. It's very hard, and a lot of people have a great fear of it. And it's understandable because it does leave you incapacitated, unfortunately, down the road. And the sad part is there's no cause. They don't know what the cause is, but there are some things that they suggest that you can do. One, if you have early onset, which is before the age of 60, hopefully there's some things that they can do about Alzheimer's. And then there's late onset, typical Alzheimer's, where most older people get it, mostly women because they're the ones that live longer than the men. So it's more often, found in them. So the 2 things that they have in studies have shown, and most people are going through this, in fact, it's a real problem for us, is we don't sleep well. The quality of our sleep, the amount of sleep we get is not very good, and there's some correlation and there's some connection between poor sleepers that have more brain plaque than the person who actually sleeps well and gets a good 7 to 8 hours of sleep at night. So sleeping is a major, major issue. And sleep disruption, if you get up and go back to sleep, get up and go back to sleep, or you don't sleep consistently through the night, they're also finding that there's some correlation as well to people with Alzheimer's in the long run. So they're saying you've got to, if you can, to the best of your ability, get the best and most quality type of sleep that you can possibly get to protect the brain and to support the brain as best
And so how do you do that without medication of sorts? I mean, I think I sleep very well, but sometimes I wake up for a moment or two, and then I go right back to sleep, unless I have something on my mind that's bothering me that can keep me up a while.
I get that. And, I think that just getting up and going back to sleep is momentarily is not the type of sleep disruption that they're talking about. They're talking about people who toss and turn in their sleep all night, so that when they do measure the quality and the level or the amount of time they're sleeping, it's not very much. So it's not getting into that deep level of sleep that's required. So somebody wakes up to go to the bathroom a couple of times a night. I don't think that's an issue. It's when you don't get enough sleep on a long-term basis, and you wake up and you're not feeling your best and 100%, and your memory is always a little bit shot, and those kinds of things. I think that's more the level. The other issue is if you don't exercise. Now, you exercise, which is probably why you get a good quality of sleep. That is the other issue that is very important and impacts on the brain. It's slow to onset Alzheimer if you exercise. If it decreases your cholesterol level, that in the long term impacts on the brain. It increases your memory and cognitive function when you exercise, and it actually changes the size of the hippocampus in your brain, which is responsible for normal function. So exercise is absolutely key. If you don't exercise, they know that your brain function is going to drop at some point earlier on in your older adult years. So exercise and getting good quality sleep, if you put them together, you can slow down the onset of Alzheimer's. You may be able to prevent it. But either way, you've got to do those two things definitely, as well as eating correctly or eating properly in your lifestyle
and having a life. And having a life, friends going out, doing things, and that's important. Thank you, Joanne. Great information. We'll talk with you again tomorrow. Have a great day.
Fantastic. You have a fab day.
Bye. Joanne James, founder and medical exercise specialist of Medfit Rehab, will improve your overall health through medical exercise. Contact Joanne James, 647-259-5481, medfitrehab.com.